So, you want your own Batmobile? How much you say? Well, this article on Yahoo News tells us a little bit about how much it would really cost if a real, working, functional, fully armed Batmobile would cost. So the Caped Crusader continues to turn heads with his wheels. For Batman fans, it's always been about the car. The next film installment of the Dark Knight saga comes out in 2016. Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, is in the middle of filming, and the director, Zack Snyder, has released some eye-popping stills of the new Batmobile. It's less car and more tank. What could such a monster cost? What if it was a real military weapon? The M1 Abrams tank, favored by the U.S. Army, costs more than $6 million apiece. A fully armed Batmobile would cost more. A lot more. At least according to Ryan Friedlinghaus, host of West Coast Customs and Pimp My Ride. He said it's kind of cool because it looks like we built, Friedlinghaus says, of Snyder's photos. West Coast Customs spent 6 months building another Batmobile for this year's Electronic Entertainment Expo to help promote next year's video game Batman Arkham Knight from Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers also produced the Batman movies and the new Gotham prequel, which debuted this week on Fox. I got to check that out to see if it was good. Says the Batmobile didn't actually drive, but he says it still cost about $1 million to create. As for the Batmobile in the upcoming movie, he estimates a working model would cost $3 million. However, if a defense company was to make a vehicle like that, you've got to make it bulletproof. There are so many other pieces to it. Then, to make it look pretty and move around and drive, I mean, this thing has to go into war. I would say triple that. So $9 million. And that doesn't include the cost of munitions. The first Batmobile in the 1960s TV series reported cost George Barris around $15,000 to build, constructed around a 1955 Lincoln Futura concept car. The 1989 Batmobile used by Michael Keaton in Batman was based on an Impala with several added touches, including Rolls-Royce jet engine components. By the way, you know what else would have been a really good Batmobile? Possibly, a platform for it. Remember the Wraith? Remember that movie? Yeah, with Charlie Sheen. That was a badass car that they never put in production. I think that would have been a badass concept for a Batmobile. Christian Bale's Batmobile in Batman Begins reportedly was created from the ground up with 44-inch rear tires at an estimated cost of nearly $1 million. And now this. We sent defense contractors in the business of making military equipment Snyder's photos and how much they think a working model of the Batmobile would cost. The new Batmobile looks pretty cool, said John Daggett, spokesman of Oshkosh. It is hard to determine the actual size based on the shots, but there would be too many unknowns in order for us to give a decent quote. Textron spokesman David Sylvester agreed the real cost is in the capabilities, such as all of the tech and the weapons that Batman may require. Also, speed and armor may be some limited flight. Friedlinghaus said that in the old days we would make multiple mock-ups of cars for a film shoot, but the cost and complexity of these vehicles has changed that. Now you build one working vehicle, he said, adding that he can't wait to see how the Batmobile looks on the big screen. These Batman movies, it's like the vehicles just progress with it. Friedlinghaus said, there's so much robotics now and electronics, they need to move, and the guns pop out and all that stuff. The latest versions remind him more of a military aircraft than a car. When you see that stealth bomber, you know that it's our secret plane and that we send to go handle business. And that is what Batman handles. Business. So, let me know what y'all think about this article. I know it was long. I tried to read it epically and with energy so that you all were enveloped in it. So, Magnusites, let me know what you think. 1 million subscribers. Woo!